Let's get this out of the way early on. Boy, the Mariners threw, didn't they?
Welcome to Bark Bark Meow.
Nah, dude, fucking shit, dude. We are
ignoring you.
Jarvis, more alcohol, dude. We are so cooked. I have never been.
It's the love and hate of being a sports fan.
Yeah.
I've gone through many years of watching what the Mariners have gone through with the Cardinals. The problem is the Mariners haven't been there since
They haven't.
01.
No, they haven't ever been there, man. They haven't ever been to the World
ALCS.
Series. Oh, the ALCS.
So it's been like 24 years since they've been there. Oh, hello. Wait, what?
Man.
Hello.
We had a chance.
Oh,
and they blew it.
so
What?
yeah.
We're talking about talking
Mariners.
sports. Yeah, the Mariners. They were one win away from the World Series and they lost last night.
See, that's why everybody's had all those things.
Yeah.
Well, my chickens are freaking out.
Uh-oh.
You have chickens.
We already did that.
I don't know why they're freaking out.
I don't know.
It's probably the Rapture.
That's an old episode.
My chickens
We're past
would
that.
predict the rapture.
One second. What's up, bud?
What?
You good? You good, bud? I've
Me
never
all the
seen my
time.
dog. I've never seen my dog like cough,
Oh.
act like he's gonna vomit before.
Maple does that sometimes.
He's never done that since I've had him. So I was like, wait, this is new.
Nah, he's fine.
Hi.
If he
you
keeps
good? You're
doing it,
good.
then definitely check in. But
I didn't
he's
say
on.
you could get up. I did not say you could come up here. You have to wait for me to ask next time. Sorry about that.
You're good. You know,
No,
we
he
just
hacked.
we just have a
Which I know
fucking
dogs
show
can
to
do.
record. It's no big deal, man. We just gotta lock the fuck
Okay, I
in.
see how
Go
this
ahead,
is.
fuck around, dude. It's fine.
Okay, yeah, okay.
No, come back, babe. Babe, no. Babe, no.
Hey, no. Please, I'll listen.
Is he actually okay? Why is your webcam on? Oh, okay. He's flipping me off, everybody. I can't show this, but
I see.
honestly, deserved. I gotta be real.
Talk about cold. It's literally a high
Yeah, you get
55
cold.
today.
Welcome
Fucking
on
rude as
into
hell.
Bark Bark Meow. I'm your host, Misha be Barkin.
Bark.
Cool.
Meow.
All right, cool.
Usually you introduce me. You said you took that
Yeah,
privilege away from me.
I did, because the one time you introduced yourself, you're like, I
want
want
to
this.
suck
Yeah.
your dick.
Man, just get it out of your system. Go ahead.
Can't get the
Get
dick
it
out of my system.
Just get out now. Now, guys, I don't know what stories you have prepared. I have a hell of a tale for you. So much so, it's furry related, and so much so, I'm making a YouTube video out of it. We have grade A, hot off
excited.
the press furry drama for you.
Let's-
Oh.
Fucking go. We're
It's been
back,
a while.
baby.
No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
need a distraction today, so I'll
Need a
just take
distraction?
a sit back and let you take reign here.
Okay, one, not the story I'm talking about, but I'm almost done with the Archer of Mapleglade. I got 2 chapters left.
Maple?
Mapleglade. The story about Scout.
I know.
We're
Your
almost
dog's
done.
also named a Maple.
I know. You know what's crazy is it's not called Mapleglade because of Maple. It's called Mapleglade because somebody by the name of Arcadia, who maybe watches the podcast, a friend of mine, they suggested the name Mapleglade on Blue Sky because I was like, hey guys, I suck at naming things. Can you help me with this? And they said Mapleglade, and I was like, you know what? That's good. I like that. So anyway, not the point. So about a week or so ago, one of my friends, Golden Toast, they posted a thing on Blue Sky talking about some furry stuff, and I was like, I think I sent them like a Fennec reaction picture because I got 70 of those, and they were like,
Yeah.
I could DM you about this right now, and so I was like, bet. So we get in the DMs. So how this goes, this is the quickest we've ever jumped into a topic, by the way. I'm proud of us. So how this goes is...
So continue.
I'm
Jesus
going!
Christ, you're
Can't
on
wait to get
roll.
so distracted. We're so on top of it.
I'm going! I felt the need to announce that. So...
Right, so let's talk
Oh my
about
God.
the Mariners and how they failed. So
no, we already
miserably.
got that out of... We already
No,
got
I
that
gotta
out
go
of our
into
system.
detail now.
No, we really don't.
Let's talk about the furry that got banned on Twitch.
No.
Let's talk about the furry, but not right now. First, I want to hear Misha's story.
So
oh no, I'm absolutely being malicious here.
there was let's see what happened. So Golden messages me about stuff that's going on Twitter, and this person got a furry commission from an artist by the name of
Gary.
Moth Dusky. That name is important. So they get this commission.
So wait, they commissioned them, or they got commissioned by?
They commissioned
Gary.
Moth Dusky.
They commissioned Moth Dusky. Okay.
Yes. And so they posted the commission. Everything's fine. However, they made a new post, which appears to be down by now. Luckily, I took screenshots. That says, I took the original art, an amazing piece by Moth Dusky, and dropped it into Grok Imagine. Didn't even give it a prompt, and it produced this.
Was this the fucking snow leopard image?
Yes, this is the snow leopard image.
Yo.
So, fucking, it's animated, which obviously I can't show in a screenshot, and now the video's gone, but, like, this is the post. And so, everyone is like, what the fuck, dude? This sucks. Because obviously, what the fuck, dude? This sucks.
The animation, like, as somebody who did see it, was, like, pretty fucking gorgeous, which is really, really tragic. But
it was okay. It kind of gave off early JSON effects vibes, but also, like,
I was gonna say,
the fact that it just, like, got rid of all of the ambient lighting as soon as the animation started. Because, like, you could see how bright this is in the picture.
Art?
I do not have the original art. And
damn.
I can't get the original art from the artist for reasons we will get into. But the fucking... So everyone's like, hey, this fucking sucks ass, dude. What are you doing? And he turns around and he's like, just doubling down. And he's like, well...
Oh, yeah. He was doubling the fuck down.
Yeah,
I was reading those.
Let me find the screenshots I took. So somebody said, how to speedrun getting blacklisted from hundreds of artists, which is true. Do not fucking do this. And Moth Dusky themselves says, oh, hey, that's someone using AI over art they commissioned. Keep this in mind. This comes up later. Let's see. What else? And so I don't appear to have screenshots of it. I think Golden Toast does. Let me look. Someone said, well, that's a new one. That's going to be a new one to add to your TOS, as in, like, don't take my art and put it into AI. And it turns out Moth Dusky already has that in their TOS. It says... do not use any of my art, commissioned or not, in AI training/generating. And that is exactly what this person did. And when this gets pointed out to them, the commissioner, they just go, in a reply. They have Twitter Blue, by the way. That feels really important to mention.
I was literally going to say that, but...
and then...
So 6 minutes ago, guys, this is hot off the presses. 6 minutes ago... Stellinar Snowcat just posted more AI art.
Oh my god.
But continue your
There's a big plot twist, so let me be clear.
Twist his dick.
So someone said blacklisted speedrun. No, just because you paid for art doesn't mean you can do whatever you want with it. Selinar, who is the commissioner, says blacklist away. Do you know how easy it would be for me to train an LLM on your art style and then crank out as much art in your style as I wanted? All you idiots do with your blacklist and artist bewares is push people into doing just exactly that. Check yourself and think it through. Just a model stellar person of the furry community threatening artists with running their stuff through AI. And then
to make their own fake art.
Yeah, I hope all artists blacklist him. It'd be funny to see him crash out for the 100th time. He's been disrespectful to artists for a long time. This I can't confirm, but again, commissioning the original artist to create a piece of my Sona, getting that piece and then using it to make an AI animation, which is against Moth Dusky's TOS. That's your argument for being disrespectful to the artist because I paid them and then used AI, again, against the TOS. No, if I wanted to be truly disrespectful, I would take all instances I could of art they created, train an LLM, and then he goes on to threaten the LLM thing. So check yourself, moron. You clearly don't know what you are talking about. And just yeah.
No, you paid for art and then immediately started getting stuff made through AI.
Yep.
Which you should have paid another artist for. Or like
something.
I don't know. Not fucking did that. And also anybody that threatens that, if they're like, well, you're pushing me to be this way, like, oh, I only said these slurs because you pushed me that way. You were already, it was already in your vocabulary. This was already like, if that's your thing, it's like it's like people saying you need religion to not be a bad person, to like not commit crimes or murder.
You saying mean words made me a racist is a crazy argument for them to be making.
Exactly. So like if you can't just fucking be a good person, then you were never a good person. You were just you haven't shown your whole ass yet, which we're finding out is a pretty big ass.
Yeah.
Not a good one.
I know the twist in this story, and it's about to get crazy.
Yeah. Shut up.
It's about to get crazy.
Stop looking.
What the fuck?
Shut up.
I haven't seen shit, and I'm so confused.
Everybody, shut up! I'm getting there. There's one more important thing to mention. This guy reposts right-wing stuff, which I feel like shouldn't be surprising because he uses AI and has Twitter Blue. But yeah, he retweets this thing from Nick Sorter, who I don't know, but it's like, LMAO, Trump is trolling Schumer and Jeffries for wanting to give healthcare to illegals with a video of Jeffries dressed as a Mexican, which was the AI-generated thing. I don't know if you guys remember that from a while ago.
Yeah.
And he reposted it and goes, parody, but oh so true. Nobody likes Democrats anymore. They are a party of criminals, murderers, liars, illegals, and America last. So just once again, a stellar type of person. Yes, that's what Selinar said.
Oh,
the next free-for-all guest of honor right here, buddy.
He's definitely lining up to be. Yeah.
Now we get to the twist. Toast messages me today.
Wait. Where the fuck is the drum roll? Well, that wasn't it, but I guess that's what we're going.
Me glaring at the drummer after he played the wrong thing. So, posted yesterday at 9:15 p.m. I want to give a shout out to Toast, by the way. They're the ones that have been giving me all this information. Moth Dusky posts, I'm sorry. I want to sincerely apologize for the recent work I completed. I closely referenced AI-generated material, and I failed to sufficiently distinguish it as my own original work. That was a mistake, and it compromised the integrity of the artwork. I take full responsibility and assure you that I will adhere to all guidelines regarding originality and creation moving forward. However, I do want to ask for patience in this time, as I have refunded all the clients whose arts I did in reference to AI, and rightfully deserve handmade art. With that being said, I'm lowering all my prices dramatically, as I feel I have to redeem myself. I just want the harassment to stop, as I have now gotten phone calls, text, emails, all containing death threats and or doxing threats. I'm sorry. So, the artist that Selinar commissioned used AI-generated references to create some of their commissions. And the room is silent. Did Solace just leave again? Did he leave or did he time out?
I left.
Oh.
I was like, I can't take that. I'm done. I'm so done with this bullshit. What the fuck do you mean? An artist lives obviously like the snep person is a problem.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, the snep person is absolutely fucking dog shit.
Yeah. The artist used AI reference.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find where they use the AI references, except for
it's probably deleted. If you search their name, people were like posting evidence of it happening, where it was like
I'm seeing stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just the craziest plot twist I could have never seen coming, dude.
Hey, don't use my AI, don't use AI art, or make art of use my art.
Don't
in
use
AI,
my art in AI. The art that
off of AI.
Which I want to.
Well, I'm questioning. So
I want to very quickly throw out there that, you know, if the last paragraph is true with the phone calls, texts, and emails all containing death threats and or doxing threats, don't fucking do that. Especially if the crime is somebody using AI generated stuff. That's a very large escalation for somebody doing that. Okay, right. Don't dox people. Don't send death threats. That's not. There's way too much of an escalation.
There are very, 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 very few reasons you could excuse like doxing, and this isn't even close to
not even close.
This is a clearly I don't give a fuck about you and your discounts. You just boycott this bitch. This person, I don't know what their pronouns.
I don't know what their pronouns are either.
Whatever they are, they need to just not have people commissioning them. Period.
Oh, we love a Google Doc. Oh yes.
Done.
Oh, is there? Yeah. It's just
easy.
Fucking that was
shame them too.
Yeah. So
you can shame them.
I was already planning on planning on making a video about this because like I feel like this is a semi-important topic to talk about, and Think of the views. But then it just like took a fucking twist, dude. I was not ready for that twist.
I'm just disappointed in everybody, and that's just usually not the case.
This is one of those where it's like everybody sucks here.
And they're all furries. Stop it.
Yeah,
we're supposed to. Furries. We hold ourselves to a higher standard. Damn it.
Like, I could accept if they used a reference, they didn't like they found a pose. What am I trying to say? Like, they found a pose on Google or something, and then it was revealed that it was AI later. That I could almost accept. But from what it sounds like, they're generating art as a quote-unquote reference and then just drawing over it.
Actually, from what I'm finding right now, and this actually brings up a really interesting, like, back and forth talking point. They are going to AI generated furry Twitters. So furry Twitters that are AI generated, like Twitters that strictly make AI furry art, and whether they're run by bots or people. And they're taking those images and tracing over them. So that is what they're doing.
They're using it for commissions, though. And I think that's where I draw the line. Yeah.
Well, hear me out. I have two arguments on this. One, if you are out there generating for like AI art, you are the problem. Like, unfortunately, we don't live in a society where this can be a like ethically used tool. I wish we did, but we don't.
Yeah.
So if you're out there generating AI art, I'm sorry. I wish I could use it too. We can't. It's just not ethical for environmental reasons, but also capitalism, but also theft. There's something out making a shit ton of noise outside.
God damn.
Hang on, I gotta go check on that. I don't know what that is.
And a dog
we just hear Ruby yelling in the next
gunshot. It's not you two, surprisingly. I just realized, like, I have a cat and a dog annoying me, but I'm like, wait, it's not you guys. It's my own. It's my own two.
Bro, my dog is silent every time.
You're named Misha now, and your name's Ruby, and I'm gonna get really confusing.
What? I think it was just a lawnmower, like a neighbor's lawnmower. Okay, back to what I was saying. So we don't live in that world, but there is something hilarious and funny if you take image, like let's say one of those people that's like gung ho on generating AI images. If you take their art and you just steal it, like you trace over it, or you steal, like, characters is one. Somebody's like, generate me a husky persona, and you just steal that character. There's a weird efficacy to that because you don't own anything generated by AI art. Currently, according to the law, AI cannot copyright or own.
What it is the person that uses the prompt, they're not seen as the artist, and AI is not an entity, so it can't be owned.
Yeah,
right. Only humans can make copyright and trademark and shit. So nobody owns it until you like sell a shirt, and then you can argue trademark and stuff. But if you just like generate AI and like, this is my new persona, and someone takes that persona and like sells it as a character, that's kind of fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I agree.
So there's something to that. There's a small, like, but I think the problem that this artist did is they weren't absolutely transparent about that. I've even thought about doing that. I've thought about going onto like AI generated furry Twitters and just straight up like open mouth stealing their art and being like, I traced this AI generated art. Anybody want your character here? Or making free line art. That way anybody can have it.
Yeah. That's like, I'm in agreement with what you're saying, especially I'm glad you mentioned the part of being transparent, because that's where I was gonna disagree with you, but because it was like, I agree that, you know, tracing over AI art, stealing AI art, who fucking cares? It's not real art. That's yours to take. You can take
as long as you're not generating it.
Yeah,
don't generate.
You're not the one generating it. The part where you lose me is they weren't transparent about it. They didn't inform any of their customers, from what it sounds like, that they were using AI generated art as references, which if they would have mentioned that, maybe some people would have been okay with that. Maybe some people would have wanted a refund, but they would have been a lot more open with what they were doing. So yeah, the transparency is where you loses me, because I agree that it's funny to like somebody generate something and you're just like, this is mine now. But
yeah, because you can't own it, but I can. And if I sell it, I own it even more than you now.
Oh, I own this more than you. I own this so hard. You don't own
now
shit.
I actually have like basis.
Yeah.
I guess it all depends on how much you mean by like when you steal their art. Like Are you just taking it and then reposting it, or are you redrawing it
You're
yourself?
drawing over it.
No, yeah. In this case, I would pull one of these. Here, I'll show you the image. I would.
Because my biggest issue is giving.
I would do this.
Anything that would give a reason for AI art to still be produced like this is dangerous.
Well, unfortunately, we live in a world where that is the reason. The reason is it's easy. Like the fact, like all the animation. If you saw it, I saw it. Misha saw it. I don't think you saw it, but if you saw it, it was really good. Was it perfect? No, but neither would be a hand-drawn human thing, unfortunately. Was it pretty good? Yeah. And you know what would be cool? If we could take that animation and a real human could fix the glaring mistakes, and then we could produce better movies quicker and easier, and you could make better shit all the time. But unfortunately, we live in a society where this is theft, and it's not consensual theft, and it's stealing literal, like, the food off people's tables, so we can't ethically use that program.
Right, because people use it as a pure shortcut instead of like you said, like just removing tedious work and other things.
Because there is like a people do use AI in the field. This is it's how so publicly this has never been done before, and that's why everyone's talking about it. It's new. But like when they made Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 1, they were using AI. They weren't using AI generations. They trained their own models with their own art, with their own programs to animate things quicker and faster for them to make a really amazing, stunningly beautiful, unique movie. The problem with current AI is just it's absolute theft. It's toll on the environment. It's like obviously taking the food out of people's mouths. Like people are like, oh, well, I only use AI to generate ideas, and then I take those ideas and pay artists. I'm like, unfortunately,
right.
Just like you said, Solus, you're cutting out the middleman. Yes, you animated a commission that you did pay for, but you could have paid another person to animate it. That's just, and you stole somebody's work to animate it. Like somebody else had to animate, hundreds of people, in fact, had to animate lions stretching sexily before a fucking robot knew how to do it.
Well, it's like,
right.
And Ruby, you could probably vouch for as an artist, but like the reference image doesn't have to look good. It could literally just be a raggedy ass stick figure showing roughly what you want, and the artist will turn around and make what you like. I've drawn stick figures and been like, this is roughly what I'm looking for. Or like I've sent pictures of people, like actual people, or just like artist poses. Like, here are the 3 images I used, and images are appearing on the screen. You guys can't see it, but here are the 3 images I used when I was getting my Starting Soon screen commissioned. And this is what the artist turned it into. So like, find images online. You don't need to generate the images. And worst comes to worst, take a picture of it. Joaquin, it's Joaquin, right? That's how you say it?
Yeah, the Wolf of Winterfell guy.
Yeah, he posted a picture of what he just straight up posed for what he was looking for in art, and then I think it was him that drew over it. But like, point being, like, if you can't find the reference images, make it, pose, do something, draw a crude stick figure, draw anything. You can make it yourself. The reference does not need to be like this perfect thing. The artist is going to understand what you want, and if they don't, they'll ask questions, and then you can further explain yourself.
The one I was thinking of was like when I was working back and forth with a client, we were working with a logo, and that's a lot of back and forth because a lot of people, there's a saying when you learn in art school, when you work with clients, people don't know what they want till they see it. So you might even have an idea in your head, and you don't know if that's going to be good or bad until it's on paper. You think it might be good or bad, but then you actually see it on paper. So seeing all those different options is actually really good for deciding which one you like more. And really, unfortunately, if we could ethically use AI, that would be a really useful tool for it. We can't, but like there are arguments as to why AI generated art would be cool if we could use it. But we live in a society.
So I mean, in that sense, because as an artist, you get a commission for a pose you haven't done before, or you do it from a perspective that you haven't drawn before. So you typically will do that research to go look at other art that has done those poses or perspectives to try and help you visualize and draw it yourself. But you don't print it out and then draw over it. line for line, right?
Yeah, no.
You
sometimes you do.
You reference it, right? Well, I would say if you're using it as line art, then you're stealing.
Oh, in this case, you would be stealing photography, which is also art. But like sometimes you trace things directly. For example, I have a really old picture of me doing a pose because I could not get this pose right. So I was like, hang on. And I just took a photo of myself. And this is before it was easy on cell phones. It was really hard. And then I just traced my own photo. That's not theft. It's my photo. But
that's your photo. Yeah.
I've seen
tracing is a useful tool.
I've seen people set up a whole bedroom in like The Sims or something and then just trace over it. And that's
fun. Yeah. Some of my best art from way back in the day, I traced my dog. He's a husky. He looked like a wolf. It was easy.
You heard it here, folks. The Google Doc comes out this Friday. Ruby,
I'm so excited,
PureRubyDragon. I'm so get me out of here. Thank God.
But yes, if you are tracing somebody else's art, you are stealing from them. That's not okay.
Right.
And same thing. If you're generating AI art, you are stealing from potentially hundreds of artists and photographers. And because some people say that too. We're like, oh, well, why can't I use AI to just fix my photos? There are people you could pay who do Photoshop full time. Those people, that's their job. And go ahead.
There are tools that are, so it's the difference between machine learned tools where it can auto light correct your photos and stuff like that. People use that all of the time. It's built into almost like every like gallery or camera editing feature now, where it does like the auto color like fixing and stuff like that.
Auto color fixing.
That is a machine learned tool. It is technically AI though, but not in the sense that it's not generative AI. The big thing that people gotta stay away from is generative AI, because that is the stuff that is trying to produce something new built off of the backs of everybody else that did not consent.
AI can be used as a tool, like Sol is saying with like the photo correction. I use that all the time, dude. Take a photo.
So my argument, or my question was going to be...
What was your question going to be?
My question was going to be, if used as a tool, again, so you're not tracing directly, to gain like a perspective or an idea of a pose, used AI art to generate an image that you're not tracing it. You're just literally looking from left to right, drawing with your right, looking to the left to kind of get an idea down. That would be used more as a tool. I don't think that would be as much of an issue.
I think that's still an issue. I think one, because you're doing the generation at all, and that has an environmental consequence. And two, you are stealing from people who make stock photos. You're stealing from people who make...
What's the difference for me than just Googling those photos and doing the same thing?
Because it's not a lot.
Because that's why you can't copyright a pose. We pose every day in real life.
Right. Just like you can't copyright dog open mouth, of course.
Right. So that's what I'm getting at. So it's not like you're stealing. You're just using that to help visualize it yourself. And that's why I'm saying you're drawing everything. You're not tracing. You're not line arting like that stuff. You are having to use your brain to pen to get it down. But you are using inspiration off of the reference. But again, I do understand what you're saying, though. No matter what, anytime use of these kinds of generative AI is awful for an environment. It's not
good. Like environmentally alone, it's rough, and then just like the reference is out there. Just go find it.
But that's the difference. Like what you're saying, you're like, why can't I just Google it? So if I Google, actually, I have a really good example of this because I was literally helping somebody's art today with their line art. You're like, why can't I Google? In this case, it's a snarling wolf. Let me grab it. Mm-hmm. So this is a really good example of what you're talking about, I think. You're thinking like, oh, all these reference images, like if you're going off and you're doing that, aren't you stealing? Well, yes and no. But if you look at one of these images, it has a little stock photo over it. Somebody did pay for that. And yeah, I'm not tracing anything directly because that is just theft. But you do use a bunch of references and then ideally come up with your own design, which in this case, that's what's happening here. And drawing from life is always going to improve your art. But like somebody could make the argument, oh, what's the difference for me just taking a photo and tracing it like word for word? Nothing. That's fine. You can do that. What's the difference between me taking a photo from Google and tracing it word for word? Well, you're stealing someone's photo.
Yeah, I think with Solus's example, it's like, I think using it as a reference is better than tracing it, but it's still like, man, you're not going to survive the winter if you can't go find the pose you're looking for, or if you can't like create it yourself, bro.
That is the biggest problem I see with generative AI artists is the lack of consistency. Like people are like, "Oh, this is gonna be such a cool animated movie."
That is another
but
thing.
Every single scene, the characters are different.
Oh
but
my God, yeah.
if you had like we've seen the Grok animations, like the fucking anime opening one, right?
Yeah.
We've seen that, and potentially there's a lot of cool shit in there. And if you had a real person that you could hire to go in there and change up those consistencies, that would be a really cool animation. They do that today. They do that in Pixar. They do that in Zootopia.
Does that mean they're right though? Just because big, massive studios use it doesn't necessarily make it right.
No, in this case, the reason Zootopia is ethical and you're not is you using generative AI like that. Is the Zootopia model, the one that they were using, is trained only on their art. And then when it messes up, they have actual artists draw over and fix it. And they're just doing that to save time. 3D artists have been doing that forever. But Grok and other programs are using the entire archive of the internet, which in theory would be really cool. But in practice, you're just stealing.
You're just stealing, yeah.
And that's also because the entire archive of the internet never, like you all said, it's like it's not, nobody consented, you know.
Yeah.
Like you said, if you had 1,000 people, but by the way, these are a lot of these reasons are like somebody will say like they were consented to, because like I think even right now, like if you go look at Instagram TOS, I'm pretty sure it says like, yo, anything you upload to like Instagram can be trained on AI. And I don't know if there's an opt-out feature, or if there is, it's like really convoluted. I remember that's one of the reasons why I was just like, I'm done with Instagram. There's a lot of things where it's like it was like forced TOS updates where it's like, yeah, so if you want to use our platform, we're going to use your shit. Yeah. And that to me is still not consent. That's bullshit.
Well,
if you sign up for DeviantArt today, I guess you're consenting to it, but like no, your entire DeviantArt icon, like Twitter too. Every single photo you've ever posted, people can generate your actual human face because you shared it on Facebook. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yep. But it's in the TOS.
And people are rewriting history. People are making up bullshit.
Yeah.
Like that shit gets very scary very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And when AI is just repeating itself, suddenly we're making like landscapes that don't exist. And then you have people Google references like I did on this wolf image here, and I Google a bunch of references of trees, and half of them aren't even something that can happen. And now we're making art off stuff that's not real. And it gets worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like trying to photocopy a photocopy.
AI is in its infancy stage. This is early.
Yeah.
Like, and it's already so bad.
Yeah. That's why I always hated the argument of like, oh, well, you can tell it's AI. It's like it's gonna reach a point where you can't. There's been a few videos.
Not always. When I first saw that snow leopard animation, I didn't think it was AI. I figured it out like halfway through. But if I had just kept scrolling, I wouldn't have thought anything of it.
Yeah. There's been a few videos on TikTok now where like at first glance it doesn't look like AI, and then you look closer or you look at the comments and people are pointing it out, and it's like, fuck. There was a video of a black cat and this other cat running around a bedroom at night, and like the woman sleeping sits up and she's like, "Are you guys for real right now?" or something like that. That's AI. That video, that didn't happen. None of that exists. And it looks so fucking real. The only reason people were able to tell is because the ceiling fan in the upper right corner, also, why do you have a security camera pointed at your bed? But also, the ceiling fan in the upper left corner, like, glitched out at one point during the video. That was the only real tell.
A lot of what I've found when it comes to figuring out if something's AI at a pretty quick glance is context of the shot.
Yeah.
There's so many of them don't make sense. So I know, because it's usually your parents right now that aren't noticing these things, but like it's the videos of like a cat scares off a bear saving a child and shit like this.
I've seen those.
You see, or there's a bunch of these going around where it's like animals doing, or like a raccoon's riding a bear, but at no point are these cameras in places that would make any sense at all. So that's like been one of my biggest go-tos is understanding like the scenarios, like why would this camera be here? And then immediately it's like alarm bells and a couple more seconds of just like looking at the video and you're like, okay, yep, this is AI. But I will say I can't enjoy any like animal videos anymore because the first thing I have to do is look at it hard enough to make sure. The bedroom one didn't get me because I am on that grind of like, does this make sense before I'm even allowed to like watch the video? It's like, does this make sense?
Yeah, the fucking the thing with the art thing, like I can't just enjoy art anymore. I can't enjoy, like, there's always that small moment of, is this even real? Did somebody make this? Am I watching a real video of real people, or is this generated? You know, and that fucking sucks.
One AI video.
You did, and like that one is obviously AI. It's a video.
Well, I did that for one reason, because somebody fired back shots, and I think it's funny.
Back shots.
That was only because we need more of those videos in response to the bullshit our president posts.
Yeah, God, that's the thing. Our president is posting AI generated stuff. The commander-in-chief.
Insane.
The commander-in-chief is posting videos of shitting on people out of a fighter jet labeled King. Funny? I'm so fucking fed up with this timeline. How did we get off of it? The only way to get off of this timeline was Mariners making the World Series, and we fucked it up. Anyway, I'm done. What were you going to say, Solace?
I was going to say, because I'm thinking about this, people are, the big point of like the GOP is like he's just doing it to shit post. And I'm just like, do you see any other... we're not even talking about the leadership, but anybody in any other like politics doing this right now outside of America? No,
bro. Can you imagine?
We're cooked. America's so fucking cooked. China's not doing it. Japan's not doing it.
If you generated anything near that, you would be fired from your job.
No, right. If you were like the staffer of somebody and you did that, you'd be fired from your job. Bro. Let alone being the goddamn leader of the free world.
There are 2 Google Docs on Moth Dusky right now. Like,
God. Dude, Caroline fuck-ass Levitt has been just replying to people with your mom when they have genuine questions.
I saw that. It was like, oh, you're a shitty leftist fucking thing.
I can't I can't reply to people on TikTok anymore because like half of my comments are just like, I think you should die. Like, I'm fucking done, dude. There's still people that see all of this
TikTok?
No, not on mine. I see people where people will be like bitching about the presidency because it's fucked, and there will be people always in the comments like, let's go President Trump. Oh my God, he's our man. And it's like, I think you should be hit with a car. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just, there's no reasoning with these people if you still agree with what he's doing at this point. Wrap your car around a pole going 70, okay? I don't care anymore.
I'm done, dude. It's the King syndrome. They've it's not anything but that. It's cultish. It's King. Yeah.
He could murder Mike Johnson live on stage, and they'd be like, "Well, you probably had it coming."
They'd probably figure out something. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd spin it.
Yeah.
But Jesus, like, so Moth Dusky has 2 going now, huh?
That's more than I have.
Man.
Yep. I'm currently looking through them to figure out a few more details.
How does hold on, just real quick with my situation? Does that count? That doesn't count as a whole Google Doc, does it? Because I'm on one, but like it's not dedicated to me. You know, would that be like 0.5?
No, that's you being on a Google Doc. Okay, this Google Doc is titled "Moth Dusky is the biggest fraud in furry history." Doc 2.0. That is a Google Doc about you.
Okay, so I'm at 0 still. Is what I'm
hearing. The second one is titled "Moth Dusky Tracing Evidence." That is a Google Doc about you, unfortunately.
Whoa. Yeah. This fucking plays about us.
So this one is explaining. This is explaining some. The images are loading. It's taking a little bit, but it's explaining some like things they've traced. But according to this document so far, I'm waiting for images, but. Here's a list of unique individuals Moth has been found to have traced from the thread. There are likely more we have yet to discover, but as of date, this is what we have. Plague Dog AI, which is a Twitter that generates AI furry art.
God.
Bell Marquee, 9K Clips is apparently a true artist. Now that's what I'm curious about.
Yeah.
Because if this person's on their fucking high horse about AI art, but you are tracing from an actual artist, bruh.
What are you doing?
That's a real problem.
Yeah. Which,
no, that's just straight up somebody making a bag off other people's shit. It's
and
fine.
like I think you should be on your high horse about AI art, dude. Fuck AI art. But like, if you're up there with, I don't know how to make this analogy, but you guys know what I mean, where it's like, what are you doing, man? And like, I think that if you are on your own trying to learn how to draw, tracing to an extent is semi-okay, comma, big comma here. You can't sell or post any of that art, and, you know, you have to create your own style in the process. At a certain point, you gotta stop tracing. But if you're doing it to, like, learn the fundamentals and keeping that all to yourself, I think it's semi-okay. But the fact that you're doing that, and it sounds like
I agree.
They're doing
in
it
art
for
school,
commissions.
they literally tell you that.
Yeah, well, I say yeah like I know, but thanks, Ruby.
Well, so
you're welcome. It's true. In art school, they literally tell you that. They say, yeah, you have a favorite artist, trace the shit out of them. That's for school, though. That's for learning. And when you post it, feel free to post it and be like, hey, I love at Plague Dog's art, and I traced this image at Send the Image. Like, you know what the coolest part about plagiarism is? If we're ethical about it, nobody gives a shit. There's a whole fucking H-Bomber guy video that ends with that kind of sentiment where they're like, if you are so honest about ripping off somebody you admire, not only does nobody give a fuck, most people are like, hell yeah, now I get to follow 2 artists. 2 cakes, you mean?
Oh yeah.
One of my most popular posts on Twitter is a little dog in a little house, and it's about it's like a gay pride thing. And I directly say, hey, I completely ripped off this artist, and here's their original post. And they reply to me, they're like, this is awesome, I love this. And everybody loves 2 cakes, and that's it.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Literally me
2
on
cakes.
TikTok when I use people's audios. Like, it's credited to them because the audio is directly shown.
Yeah, the audio's them.
From me. It's coming from them.
Yeah.
It's them. It's clearly them. But, like, obviously, I'm not taking it. And I'm not just, like, recording myself saying it and not crediting it back. No, it's all credited and it shows back to it. But I've noticed, like it was the clicker videos. The reason why I bought clickers anyways and made some content on TikTok. God, what a weird world. God, I'm 33.
Man who's not even life, into clickers.
Brother?
Listen, dude, life is what you make it, man. My life is like a video game. Trying hard to get those comments.
Yeah.
Just start reading down that fuck-ass song.
Now, granted, I didn't see the full follow-up, but I saw some guy had made audio on a TikTok. Somebody took that audio and made animations to it, and the animations look great. Like, they made this whole thing, but the guy was like, he started off by saying they stole my TikTok. When they didn't steal your TikTok in this. They did steal. They used your audio, but they didn't do the exact facial thing. Also, TikTok's like almost trends. Trends are like copy this trend.
Yeah,
that's
sort of the point of TikTok is to use other people's audios to a certain extent.
They made a full-on animation for it, which is so badass. I also knew exactly what you're talking about, Ruby.
I know, just for if we needed it for anything.
Yeah. But he started claiming that they stole it. Now, granted, I did not. I was like over the video already and just kind of scrolled past it. But I was like, the only thing I could think is if people if they didn't credit the audio whatsoever back to the original audio for the TikTok, then you could be a little upset about it. But for the most part, it was like it was incredibly transformative. It was a real person saying these lines versus I animated all of this stuff, colored and everything for these lines. Like, yes, it should say, hey, original TikTok here and there. And if they didn't do that, that is a wrist slap. Hey, you need to do that. Credit that original TikTok. And if you ever look at any of my TikToks and it's using audios that aren't mine, you can click the little audio thing and it shows you the original and it shows you all of the other people that have used that audio.
Yeah.
So that's where the credit goes. But I was going to say, like, just because, like, it's just sometimes the algorithm hits different. I don't know why, but somebody's audio does better than your original. Like, that's just shit how it happens. It does credit back to you.
Bro, it's I don't understand how TikTok works, man. That fucking video of I stitched somebody's video where they were doing the litter box thing. This was a couple years ago. And I've shown it on here. It was the one where it's like, my brother in Christ, I wear a dog head with a mouth that doesn't move. For some reason, that caught the algorithm. That blew the fuck up. And I'll put like a bunch of work into a different video and it gets like maybe 1,000 views. And it's like, what are we doing? My best videos happen when I'm fucked up, dude. Like either high or drunk, dude.
It's crazy. It's crazy because
my best videos happen when I fucked up is amazing. What a statement.
My TikToks, I started off by trying to do. I was doing your daily positivity posts, which was honestly kind of like a poll of like your daily dose of the internet. I was like, let's do a positivity post instead of daily dose of the internet. Those just didn't get that many views. And I put way more effort into those instead of me just being a stupid, silly dog fucking miming to an audio that I thought's funny that gets 5 times, 10 times, 20 times the views. So the daily positivity post fell off because it's a lot more work and a lot less viewership. And my whole job is to reach more people. I want more people to smile. So I'm going to do what gets more views. But it kills me because I did like doing those positivity posts. Except for when I was like sad and low energy. And then it's like, man, I got to do this thing right now. I got to fake being positive right now.
If you're doing them when you're sad, either A, fake it till you make it, hallelujah, bro, or people can tell when you're genuine and when you're not, and that's okay.
Well, it's when you're sad to get the energy to want to film it is the problem.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh man, I'm doing my daily posts and I haven't done my daily posts yet and I'm just not feeling it, Mr. Krabs. That's when it either wouldn't happen or I would just fucking do it.
The trick is, on a good day, you record like 5 of them. You just shotgun blast a bunch of them.
Oh, that's for real. That is literally okay. That is how I was getting through my TikTok era for real.
That was how I used to film one
every day. And then I was like, oh shit, I'm drinking every day because they were alcohol involved. And then I filmed one a week, but just to like, and then I'd just give a bunch of, I'd have some friends over, film a bunch of TikToks, everybody gets a cocktail, and then I'm done. It still took like an hour of editing per, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I use TikTok to not have to edit. I'm pretty lazy.
Editing.
I know, editing.
God. Who the fuck would do such a thing?
Disgusting.
Gary.
Once I have some fucking sorry. That's my job.
What, disposable income? What's that?
Yeah, God, right.
For real, what is that? That sounds amazing.
I want to get sketches of the other characters from my book, but I can't because I have no money, and I'm not gonna turn to AI because that's fucked.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Is like I could do it. I could just plug it into a machine and have it spit out some random ass, soulless, heartless, soulless, not soulless, soulless, heartless characters. I wouldn't be satisfied with that. I want someone else to help me create them. Cause like I have the characters in my mind and I love them to pieces and they're my babies, and I want to I want to see them come to life. Like getting the art of Scout, getting the ref sheet and just getting the different art pieces I've gotten, just like, you guys know how it feels when you get art of your Sona. That shit hits.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
I love that boy to death.
My latest art piece that I got was actually a gift art from a mutual on TikTok.
Editing Misha put it on the screen.
Possibly. Where the fuck is that?
Where the fuck is it?
Give me like an hour to find it.
Editing Misha, he can't find it. Editing Misha, leave this in. Let the people know what happens behind the scenes.
Oh, what
I like how it's scary when we're pissed and editing Misha when we're not pissed.
Gary.
A man of many faces.
I was talking about there's something I was gonna say and I don't remember anymore, so we're just gonna struggle.
Damn.
Did I not save it to my
Is it your profile picture on Blue
Thinking
Sky?
about popping a fucking ADHD pill and making a 24-hour fursuit.
You're doing what?
You're a 24-hour fursuit?
I'm thinking about popping an ADHD pill and making a 24-hour fursuit. I'm just selling it for $1 on Dealer's Den.
Oh, and just seeing what it gets up to?
Yeah.
Can you do it in 24 hours?
That's part of the challenge.
That's what the ADHD pill is for.
That's also what the ADHD pill. I was a speedrun world champion. You did.
I was a speedrun world champion.
I start crying.
You were a record holder. That's true.
Technically, I am still a record holder. It's just second place. Well, I think it's third now. I think somebody else is also in there. I was looking through a fursuit maker I like, and I was like, wow, these suits are so good. And they retweeted Cassius Fox, and I'm like, amazing.
Amazing. Incredible.
I can't avoid that fursuit if I try. It's everywhere.
Anthrocon will occasionally make posts and use that suit as like promotional material, and I'm like, God damn it, because I've blocked them on everything too.
It's a good suit, don't get me wrong.
It is.
There it is.
Oh fuck! Fucking Ryo is making a fursuit. That looks amazing. So Naomi Ramiro.
No, I just happened to make some mutuals over on TikTok, and one of them was like, I just want to draw some people, and it was when I got I made a post about it on TikTok. I posted my ref, and I got taken down by community violations. I had to appeal it to have my ref stay in the comments.
Was that post? Oh my god.
Yeah, I was so mad because I never do this because I'm somebody where it's like if I don't have money, I'm not, I can't afford art like you're saying.
Yeah.
Just like God, I wish I could get more art for my Twitch channel or just more art for Solace in general. There's so many things I would like to do, but I don't have the money for it, and I'm not going to use AI art.
Dude, the only time I alone would be funding this whole community if I had the money to do it, man.
But it came to like literally it just happened to be the happenstance that this mutual was like, yeah, I'm drawing, and I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I never do these because I'm also somebody who's like, especially when it comes to giveaways and stuff like that, I'm like, look, I'd rather somebody else win because I don't need it. So I'll do the, they'll say follow, retweet, and comment your ref, and you may win. I'll do everything but comment my ref, which means I can't win.
Yeah.
It's because I'm like, it's not that I don't feel like I deserve to win. I just feel like there's others out there that need it more. No, not need it more. But
my thing is,
I'm just like, meh.
I won Rascal. Okay. I think I'm done. Right? Everybody else can win whatever they want. That was the jackpot. Yeah, I don't deserve to win anything else. That was it, dude.
Yeah, so I get weird about those things. I always signal boost those things for more people to enter, but I'm never one to be like, I'm gonna put in for like, getting free art or anything like that. Until this one time on TikTok where I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna put it out there and we'll see if they'll draw it or not. And then they got blocked by community guidelines, and I was so pissed.
Damn. Cry.
And then I actually DM'd them, like I tried.
I really tried.
And then I got the appeal to work, so they were actually able to see it, and then they went ahead and drew me, and I was like, that's so sweet of you. But that's literally the newest art from him, is probably like all of this year. It's because I like just don't have the money. Well, I mean, I have other things in progress right now that I've spent money on, but
yeah,
I do have I have Twitch emotes. I am waiting to do re-debut before I showcase all of those. But
man,
it's such a shame. I'm looking through more of the Moth Dusky posts, and objectively, they are a talented artist. They can draw by themselves.
That's the worst part. Is like God, when Ruby, somebody talented
did you just
in things.
Use the word talented?
Why?
Talented means that you were born with it rather than skilled, which means
you are.
Yes,
you're looking too much into words.
No.
Yes.
People, I see this all the time. I agree with them. Talented is usually you say, "Oh, you were born with talent."
Is that what Ruby said?
I did say talented, but I also think some people are born with talent, but talent is worthless unless you cultivate it.
I do think like
skilled.
I know that I was very talented in running. I was really inherently fast. It kind of to my detriment though. I never became like a track and field. I never placed really well or anything because I wasn't willing to learn, because when I was a kid it was just so easy for me because I was just so talented that everybody who has actually had to work toward a skill kind of outgrew me, and I just never sat and learned.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'd argue that I appropriately spoke when I said talented, because this person clearly has skills in art that they've developed, but also inherent talent. But instead of continuing to hone that talent, they've been driven to trace AI artwork for obviously because like they're tracing without telling, so there's a whole thing behind that. But it sucks because on the one hand, yeah, this is absolutely horrific, and on the other hand, it sucks about all the other artists who are driven to do something simple, kind of like you were lamenting, Misha, like, oh man, I want to just have a reference, but of course I can't lean to AI. Like, I'm sure there are plenty of artists out there who the temptation of using AI because their fucking wallet is dwindling, because they're so terrified of becoming obsolete, because they cannot keep up with the mass production that AI is creating. The temptation is so palpable to just, what if you just trace some images, you know? What if you just did some your character here? It's just enough to get a little bit of income. Like, that sucks. And we're just going to get worse and worse.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's why it's incredibly important that's why you can't allow yourself to buy anything AI related, just because if the temptation to do this stuff, to try and make some AI characters for your character here's to sell, if they don't sell, then there's no temptation because they're not selling. That's kind of why it's very important not to let these, like,
I do agree. You vote for with your dollar, and you just can't.
Yep.
You just can't pay that tax. It's not with your soul. I think it's like really similar with maybe not all artists, but people who like are so desperate for therapy, and it's so hard to get if you live in America, even to get an appointment, let alone paying for it, when ChatGPT is right there, and maybe all you need is some validation, but it's just not.
It's such a dangerous slope with AI.
Exactly. It's just not safe. It's not healthy.
That brings us into our sponsor.
Easy, though.
That brings us to our sponsor, BetterHelp, with the code.
Oh my god!
There's no sponsor. There's no sponsor. Especially not that one.
Amazing. Hold on. Where's the?
I'm looking up something now. I have to, because I literally just heard something.
All right. We do got to start wrapping up. Believe it or not. Because I have to stream Tunic. Tonight we're starting a swordless run.
Yo.
Yeah, that's going to be rough.
I want to play Wolf Quest so bad. Wolf Quest is updated again.
Do that. Fuck.
Apparently the full game is out right now. At least, like, they're still updating and adding shit.
Was it not out?
Yes and no. Like, the full game technically was not out.
Oh.
You could play a game. You could, like, start as a wolf, find a mate, have puppies, and then that was quote unquote the end. But then they added like raising your puppies, and then now they've added the legacy arc, which is like quote unquote the full game. So now you can raise your puppies to adulthood, and then when your wolf dies of old age, if you get that far, you can play as one of the puppies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's the legacy arc, and that is apparently the full game.
Okay. Well, hell yeah.
Hey, Ruby.
Yeah.
Just because you said it, do you refer to your partner as your mate?
I mean, I have.
Cringe.
You mean like my real partner, or like in the game?
Yeah, your real partner.
Oh, I mean, I have, but I haven't done that in a long time.
Cringe.
Oh, I'm cringe as fuck, dude. I'm cringe when I'm free, y'all. Like, bro. I have free will, and I choose to be cringe.
That's the thing, is like, there are multiple things within this community I'll look at, because, like, I won't call my partner mate. I also think that's cringe as fuck. But also, like, bro, if somebody else does it, I'm never gonna, like, bitch at them about it. That's their life. They think it's cute. They think it's cool. Go ahead.
Right.
I cannot throw a single stone the shit I'm into, right? Like, there's not shit I can say
like,
to anybody.
I used to be such a gatekeeper, and then I realized, oh wait, I'm actually I that is me. Never mind.
Yeah, right.
I see. We're all cringe.
Fuck, I'm the problem.
I was gonna say the same thing, because, like, yeah, I'll probably never call my partner mate. It doesn't feel right to me to say that. Granted, I'm also super malleable, so if my partner was one of those people, I would do that to. I'm also literally like 5 days, at least 5 days out of the week, on a live stream barking and howling, which those people who would call their partners mate would never do. So it's like,
right, yeah. Like,
I'm pretty fucking cringe in my own way.
I can never make the like noises in real life. I'll do it when people do it at me. Yeah, but for me, it's too cringe. I could never just do it.
Well, you're a fucking cat. You don't make little noises.
Right. It's for me, it's too cringe. But like, if someone does it to me, I'll do it back because I'm polite. But yeah, we're all just
you don't
cringe.
Just randomly meow.
Do you bark at your dog?
You don't hiss at people?
Oh, I hiss at people for sure.
Do you bark at your dog at least? I bark at my dog all the time.
I don't ruin shit at my dog. I'm like, oh, ooh. Like I do
bark
that.
at Ollie. I've done it a couple times just to see how Ollie would react, and he's typically just like, "Fuck, dude." Just looks at me kind of weird. On the same note, though, if I hear him coming in from the living room and he's coming over to office to come bother me during the day, if I know he's not paying attention, I'll bark just to see if I can get a little startle out of him.
Yeah.
Not every time, just every once in a while.
So
because I know he's coming in to bother me. Oh.
Whoa! Jump at the gun. Hold on.
I accidentally clicked that. Sorry.
I was like, wow, wait.
Thank you to Natalie Nightshade. Thank you to. Oh God! Oh fuck! Do I remember the list? Pip the Badger.
That's pretty good. Remembering the list.
Yeah.
Well
How do you not remember lists by now? Jesus.
Shut up.
There's a lot of names and my brain is small. Hello, non-Patreon members. We just had like a 5-minute segment full of bullshit about a bunch of stuff we can't talk about on the air. So if you would like to hear that and the extended cut, the uncircumcised version, I'm so sorry. The link to the Patreon is down below, and if you want to cancel for that joke alone, I understand. Speaking of Z-Patreon, check your panties. Speaking of Z-Patreon, why do we have 27 notifications? Hold on.
On what? Oh,
Patreon.
On Patreon?
Oh, it was somebody going through and liking a bunch of them because I think we have a new Patreon member. We have a new Patreon member. Congratulations. Thank you so much to Golden Fennec 231. Thank you to Scarlet Jane Fox. Thank you to Natalie Nightshade. Thank you to Pizza Parker, Key, Webster, Alistair the Hyena, Penstamon, Thawcade, Quaddle, Bogey Bravo, Blue Pack Wolf, Argo, Mighty Halfman, Ambirion, Zombie Brains, Loriafia, Landon Yeen, Sycamore, Heartless Hero, Pip the Badger, Rays, Theo Firefox, Corlinar, Kai Quinn, Carnelian Fox Like Stickers, and Steam Pony, and Ankara. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the episode.
God damn it.
I hope Solace enjoyed that. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. If you're listening to this during the premiere, hello. Ruby needs to pee, so I'm going to hurry this up. If you're listening to this during the premiere, hello. We do these every Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then afterwards we do an After Park episode, and this is where we go live, shoot the shit, talk about whatever, talk about what was in the episode, talk about stuff outside of the episode, and yeah, it's always a bunch of fun, and we chat with you guys in the chat, so if you ever want us to talk about things, be sure to comment those in the chat, and we'll, bounce ideas off of you.
We talked about Firestar's balls once. It was great.
We did talk about Firestar's balls. Isn't that crazy? You want to talk about balls with us, don't you? This is an 18-plus podcast, by the way.
This is an 18-plus podcast.
Mentioning that now at the end of the episode.
Definitely.
By the way, at the end of the podcast.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.
Guess what? Halloween episode next week.